Shit is real,
no
man.
security.
And we appreciate y'all, man, for what you did, holding down one of my favorite rappers ever. Real
fact.
talk.
That's a fact.
Brooklyn, kick game. Kick game. Brooklyn, kick game. Kick game. Kick game. Kick game.
Welcome.
Kick game.
Now keep it going. Yeah. Another episode of the Kick Game Podcast. Yo, Tone's Throne is in the building. Yo, come, let the people see you real quick, my guy. Just say peace. Go to, that's the camera right there. Throw it up. Alright. Tone's Throne, man. Bless me with this fire intro.
Appreciate you, brother.
My dude, Queens in the building. Queens heavy in the building today, you heard? Yo, how everybody doing? I hope everybody holding it down, doing well out there. It's your boy Mellow Kick Game. This is episode 16 of the Kick Game Podcast, you know what I mean? We back after celebrating our 1 year episode. It's been so much has happened just since the last month. This is the first time we ever skipped a month too, man. I felt the way about that. You know, I like to be consistent. We missed April, but there was a lot going on. But today, I had to make sure I come in and do it a certain way for y'all. You know what I mean? Yo, one thing, let's set it off. First thing I want to say is rest in peace to DJ K. Slay, the Drama King. We just lost him. And he was essential in just that mixtape era. Like, yo, you get that Street Sweepers, DJ K. Slay, a.k.a. Slap Your Favorite DJ. You know what I mean? He used to have a lot of these DJs under pressure back in the days. And yeah, man, he will be missed, for sure. You know what I mean? Yo, shout out to Classic Materials and Sneaker Joe for my Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas shirt and hat that I got on today. You know what I mean? I brought out my favorite MCs, my favorite MCs tee and shit. You know what I mean? It's only right. You know the famous saying, where I'm from where niggas will pull your card and argue all day about who's the best MCs. Yeah, I know who that is, right? Yo, a key element to my favorite rappers always been they crew and how they move around and shit like that. And to this day, right now, I take notes and I'm very particular about mine, you know what I mean? My dudes I call my crew that I move around with and shit like that. So today, yo, I guess he been right next to one of the greatest MCs to ever do it in the game, you know what I mean? Yeah, by the name of Nas-Esco, you know what I mean? Yo, this episode ain't for the casual listeners, you know what I mean? Yo, 3 names you always heard throughout Nas' music throughout the years. For everybody that really been listening, y'all know. One is his boy Ill Will. I mean, who ain't here? We know that. Rest in peace, Ill Will. Another name, Jungle. Know what I'm saying? We know that. We know that's Esco brother. We see him and things like that. And another name you always heard from day one is Wiz, the God, G-Wiz. Yo, ladies and gents, let's welcome half of the Bravehearts, a Queensbridge legend, G-Wiz, to the Kick Game Podcast. Yo, y'all, make some noise. Yo, Wiz, step in the building, step into the spot, bro. Welcome to the Kick Game Podcast, man. Grab a seat. You could throw on your headphones, bro. Queens is in the building.
Yes, sir. Queens in the building. What's good?
Yo, welcome to the pod, bro.
What's up, man? What's happening, man?
Yo, I'm glad to have you on here, man.
That's what's up. I'm glad to be here, man.
Yo, Wiz
Word.
be in Brooklyn heavy, man. Let's make some noise
Yeah.
for that. Wiz got love for Brooklyn,
That's a
you
fact.
heard?
That's a fact.
Yo, how you feeling today, bro?
I'm good, family. I'm good, man. Just
Hey, you
chilling.
get to the mic, yo.
It's a little, crazy outside on the weather side, but we chilling.
No doubt, man. Welcome. Here, you gotta talk into the
Okay.
mic, bro.
Yeah, I got this.
Yo, bro, welcome. This is the Kick Game Podcast, man,
Yes,
where
sir.
we talk about the connections between sneakers, hip hop, and just the culture. You know what I mean?
Dope.
Yo, what's on your feet today?
What's these? I don't even know what they call, man.
I think those
I don't even know what they call.
yo, those is very special. Those are the auto adapt. They gonna get
Yeah,
me. Now they gonna
adapt
get me.
or 6 or some shit, adapters or some
Those
shit.
the
Shits
BB1
come with a charger.
adapts. Yeah, those the joints that lace they self, man, through
Yeah.
the iPhone and shit like
real
that.
shit, real shit.
Word, yo, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I brought out my Carmelo ones today, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yo, next year, Wiz, man. Next year will be 20-year anniversary since y'all dropped that Bravehearts album in 2003.
Yes, sir.
Yo, I just
No, that was 2004.
It was 04?
04.
That, yo, well, my title shit is wrong.
Yeah, it was 04. Bravehearted. Yeah.
Yo,
D-
can you, D, let's make sure they peep this on the camera real quick. Just run this by, cause y'all know I don't have no master editor and all that yet. So y'all get that one.
Yeah, that's a
view.
classic joint, man. I think they sold more of these than any other. Nah, that's real talk, man.
Yo, that shit was a
I think
fire.
I got that word from
I
someone.
didn't miss that one. Like, yo, that cover is 19 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
sold a lot of those covers right there. Double XL.
Yo, man, I was just watching Benny the Butcher talk in an interview, and he was saying that he ain't start comprehending Nas until he was like 14. He said I Am was his favorite Nas album, you know what I mean? And I was just like, shit, like everybody's experience is different.
Definitely.
I think that's dope, just his being honest and just saying that shit, you know what I mean? And it don't take away nothing from him. But for me, like, yo, I was listening to Illmatic in 5th grade. I'm the youngest, know what I mean? I got older brothers. So I had, I was comprehending what I could, at that time. Like, and I knew from back then, like, yo, this dude is nice. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yo, I say that, man, to say that I love Nas before I love Jay, man. And, yo, when the war was going on as a Brooklyn dude, man, yo, it's very tough to say that you love Nas in that space. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yo,
I know what that is because we was jacking KRS-One when the Bridge Was Over was out. We was blasting that shit
say word.
faithfully in the hood. So it was kind of, you know what I'm saying? It was like, wow. Like, you know what I mean? It's a kind of oxymoron. Shit.
Yeah, I was literally out there for that Bridge Is Over battle.
Yeah, we was out there. So I know what you mean when you say that. Like, I picked Nas over Jay, and you in Brooklyn, and
no
you know
doubt.
What I'm saying? So that's I know exactly what that how that feeling is.
Yeah, man. Like, it was always tough for me. Yo, I remember arguing with like the whole lunchroom, being like, "Yo, man, not Jay-Z stole this line from Nas," and niggas be like, "Yo," wanting to come, but I be like, "Yo, I ain't lying. It's the truth." Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you had a front row seat to the fight, though, man.
No question.
Which is that battle, right?
Mm-hmm.
As one of Nas' most notable crew members, man, what was your thoughts going into that battle?
Going into it, I was like, I didn't mind it. Like, I was like, yeah, bring it. Like, let's do it. You know, but it was a situation where it could have went to the street. You know what I mean? But I didn't mind the rap battle. You know,
No doubt.
I didn't mind that. But it was just a touchy thing. Like, you could have got to the street. You could
Because
have spilled
Nas
over.
was, I always felt Nas was better lyrically, right? But Jay was more popular. So, cause I was at Summer Jam when he did all that shit, when he put up Prodigy, and it's like, he was just in that moment, he was like, ask Nas, he don't want it with Hov. And I remember I looked at my man, and we looked at each other, he's like, yo, it's on, son.
Yeah, he's poking the bear, right?
Yeah. Right? But even when this is happening, is, being there, did you feel like it was Nas was going against a bigger artist, or you felt like Nas was kind of already on top of the situation?
It definitely felt like he was like Nas was the bigger artist, and he was coming for the crown type. That's what it felt like,
Yeah, no doubt.
It felt like because years, if you follow like years leading up to that, Son was selling records, and he was,
No doubt.
he was in the race. Like he was one of the leading, what they call it, one of the market leaders. You know what I mean?
Right,
Around
right.
the time, like Big,
Right.
Pac, Nas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Like, definitely, dudes wasn't going platinum like that.
Yeah, but Jay came on so strong. It felt like he was one of those as well. So that's why it probably felt like that. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Because he's definitely good at what he do. He's definitely good.
Y'all crews ever bumped in each other?
We bumped into each other before before the battle? We used to always bump into each other in clubs and shit. Before the battle.
Yeah.
Always. After the battle, not too much. Not too much.
Right.
Yeah.
So when y'all were bumping each other before that, what was the energy?
Like I said, like we was a little out there, a little more, you know what I mean? A little more on the forefront than, Nas was out there a little more than forefront than he was. So it felt like they wasn't they didn't feel like a threat or anything, or they didn't feel like we had to worry about them or anything. It was just they was there and they was going for this. Yeah, it just felt normal, like
like normal competition.
We knew who they was, and of course everybody knew who we was. So it was just like, oh, okay, they coming.
When your homeboy, when your homeboy, your close friend is getting lit like that, right? How do you see what's, as far as new people coming around and shit like that? How do you gauge who's good to be around the crew and who's not?
I mean, sometimes when you start off with just your crew, right? And then, as you go along and as things start to get better, in all spectrums, people start to come along that do certain things. You know what I mean? They might, be good at doing this, doing that nobody's in the crew that's as good at doing. So they come in on the basis of that. And then you have enough of those people come around, and next thing you know, it's like another team, you know what I mean, of those people. And now, if you're gonna have a long relationship with them, you're gonna get to know their personalities and all this stuff. So, it's just natural that people attach on that got certain skills, and you know what I'm saying, you utilize them. And sometimes they be having those skills, but then they got other shit going on for them too, and then you find out, what they flaw is, or what they,
No doubt.
Yeah, as you fuck with them.
I know shit, it's always people trying to hang around, you know what I'm saying? And then sometimes it's like everybody can't come along, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, you just can't attach yourself on to some people you don't even know.
You gotta be productive. You gotta be doing something.
It gotta be something like a give and take type thing that, you know what I mean? So you're not gonna just, I mean, some people do that though, you know what I mean? But
no doubt.
Up to a certain extent. I mean, if you're not gonna pick out strangers to come to your crib and do all it and know where you at and all that, you know what I mean? So
no doubt.
I mean, you know, I know some dudes be like, yo, they want to party and have everybody come to the party, but it's ways you do that, you know, to keep yourself safe. You know what I'm saying? It's just not anybody, you know?
You gotta move it. Y'all
Yeah.
listening, man? That's for y'all niggas, man. Protect your boy, man.
Right.
You heard?
Right.
Like Dave Chappelle crew, protect him, son.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it's got to be like that. It got to be like
Y'all
that.
niggas gotta love a nigga that much, man.
I mean, you gotta love a nigga that much because y'all started out, y'all grew up or whatever, y'all came up together, and that's a given. Y'all love each other that much, but you gotta really think ahead of, you know, you gotta really think ahead and think about, you know, y'all future. You know what I'm saying? It's real, man. You gotta protect the whoever's the main focus. You gotta protect them. You know, that was always our number one thing on the list. When we left the hood, like nobody could come 5 steps, you know, within Nas. You know what I'm saying? You always gotta get patted down, or, you know, you gotta vent you somehow. Like, who are you? You know what I mean? What are you doing? What's going on? So that was always number one. You know what I mean? And that's anywhere on the planet. It don't even matter.
Shit is real,
no
man.
security.
And we appreciate y'all, man, for what you did, holding down one of my favorite rappers ever. Real talk, son. This ain't even a joke. But hold up. Back to that Blueprint era, though. One more. This is something I want to know. Keep it official with your boy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any songs of Blueprint that you liked during that time? Like, when you heard it, when you heard the album, you like, yo, this is hard.
Okay, so... I heard a lot of Jay's joints. I only know the titles to the certain albums when I hear certain songs.
Blueprint was the album that came out during the battle time.
What songs are on there though?
That's this one that had Takeover and H to the Izzo. Never Change.
Did that have Eminem on the last song?
Yeah.
And that was like 9 songs, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
It had 13.
What did it? Was it?
Yeah.
13? You sure?
11 was all on the extras. Yeah, 2 extra tracks.
Oh man.
14.
Like I think 11 joints, right?
Yeah,
9 and then 2 extra.
Yeah,
I mean, if you check, but to me that album sound like a mirror image of Illmatic. Like, not a mirror image as far as the content, but as far as the structure of it. Like, you know, like he had a bunch of joints and then Eminem was on the last song. I mean, on Illmatic, AZ was on the last song and he had this classic verse, and then Eminem had this classic verse on it. He was the only feature, I think, on the whole joint. If I'm not mistaken, Eminem was the only feature, and AZ was the only feature on the Nas joint. You know what I'm saying? So that seemed, it felt like you know what I mean? Like that kind of like, you know, it looked like, you know, to me, you know what I mean? But I like I like those joints. I like the Takeover. I like the
Hold up. So you actually like the Takeover?
Well, I like the song of it. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily what they sing. I just like the song of it. You know what I mean? If it was just a bunch of noise with those same type of, I fuck with it. I sit there and listen to it. If it was jazz, if it was in a jazz form, I go. You know what I'm saying? I could sit there and listen to it. Like, it's just the song of it that I fuck with.
On some music shit.
Yeah, on some music shit. Yeah.
That's real, yo. Yo, how'd you meet Nas?
Oh man. Man, Nas, I think 79, 80, 79, 80, maybe 81, maybe something like that. He's in 2nd, 3rd grade, something like that.
Oh, word.
Yeah. He lived in building 16, and I lived in 8. Yeah, me and my people lived in 8. So before I met him, we was always on the block. We didn't really know each other, but we was running around on the block. You know, I preferably stayed in front of my building. You know, you couldn't leave in front of the building.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So I couldn't go inside the block. He was inside the block. But then, you know, as we come up, you know, you go inside the block, and that's
Right.
when, you know, yo, what up, yo, what up? Go to school, and he just happened to be, oh shit, all right. Now we walking home together. Yo, come to my crib. Yo, come to my crib. You know, it just started out like that, and then that
Right.
was it. It was just lit from there.
Yo, son, that's
He
since
come to
elementary
the
school.
family. I go see his, you know.
That's wild. Yo, Instagram comes out. First time I ever see a picture of Ill Will.
Mm-hmm.
I see a picture of Ill Will, Nas, and you
Mm-hmm.
chilling on the bench. You could tell us a little bit about that flick.
That flick was like maybe three weeks before he died. Yeah, maybe about 3 weeks. You know, yeah. That was about
That was
few
in the
weeks.
bridge.
That was in the bridge. Yeah, on the block where we used to just
Y'all
chill
look
out,
pretty
hang out.
young.
Yeah. That was like we was about like 13, right there.
Word.
Will probably was 14. He had hair on his face,
That
everything.
nigga was 14 right
Yeah,
there?
he was about 14.
Yo, that's
14,
crazy.
15. He was,
Son.
yeah, and we was about 13. He was always a couple years ahead of us.
Yo, that flick is ill. Y'all gotta pull that up. But
Yeah.
you used that picture on your King Talk single.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, yo,
yeah, I
y'all
got
go
a King
check that
Talk.
out on YouTube
Yeah.
or play your platforms. You listening?
Yeah,
your
I
listening
thought.
platforms.
I got a single coming. Well, it's just out softly on YouTube on my page on the Queensbridge Projects
And that's
YouTube
G-Wiz.
page. And that's G-Wiz King Talk. You know, check it out. You can go to it, check it out.
Yeah, that shit is pretty tough right there. I like it, yo. It's like
Yeah.
you spitting your whole resume. You know what I mean? The way you put that down.
Yeah, I felt that was important to do because, you know, it's been a little while. I dropped out of the game for family purposes, you know what I mean? And, you know, dropped out of the game for family purposes, and now I'm just reinventing. So I felt I had to drop something to explain where the fuck I've been at and with, you know, who the fuck I am and where the fuck I've been at type shit, you know? So
Yeah, man.
I felt that was needed, at least for me, for my mind. You know what I mean? And people that picked up the Bravehearted album
No doubt.
and just wondering what the fuck, you know? So,
No doubt. Yo, man, you went in on there, man. You talked about your daughter and things like that.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
just letting people know, putting it out there, like, yo, you know, it's not
It's real.
it's not that I don't like this shit. Is, you know, this was been going on. So
Yeah, man. Go check that out for sure. You heard? Yo, this is something we call 60 Seconds with Kick Game, man. Yo, I'm going to ask you a couple questions,
dope.
and you just tell me the first answer that comes to your mind. You know what I mean?
Dope.
Yo, do you everything on deck? Yo, where my horn at, son? Still out there? Yo, we in a new studio. If y'all watching this on YouTube, you're going to notice it looks way different. You know what I'm saying? It got me by surprise, y'all. Yo, like I told my niggas, I'm transparent. You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting my regular studio that we have. They say, yo, we moving to a new spot. They send me an email. I'm like, cool. They send me a picture of the lobby. Lobby is beautiful. I said, oh, it's lit.
Gotcha.
They done upgraded. Yo, son, I come up in here today, y'all. This shit's still under construction. Like, look at the board.
Right. Still in progress.
Like, so,
Yeah.
that threw me
Overall,
off
it's
a little
good
bit.
though. It's good.
We
You gonna do something with
we
it.
come from the hood. We get the job done. You
No
know what
doubt.
I mean?
No doubt.
Like, yo, my kids done been like, yo, how you make something out of nothing? You heard? I be like, 'cause this is where we come from. You know what I mean?
Alchemy.
Word. But yeah, y'all, 60 seconds we kick in. We gonna get into that. Yeah, so the horn is outside in the other room, but it's all good. Yo. All right. You ready? Let's set this off. Yo, Pennies or Barclays?
I always like the pennies, man. I always fuck with the penny joints. Yeah.
Yo, Rakim or Kane?
Man, they both used to come to the hood. They both used to come to Queensbridge. I'ma say personally and cerebrally Rakim for my mind and my personal.
I ain't mad.
But on the party side, I like Kane. I fucks with Kane.
Yo, Kiss or Fab?
Kiss, Fab. Kind of like the same thing. Kiss personally, describes more me, and Fab is on the fun side. You know what I mean?
Yo, Rihanna or Beyonce?
Beyonce. Beyonce is the original, and she's the original.
Yo, this is one I ask everybody, and it's always a hard one for them, but it might not be for you.
Okay.
Nas or Jay?
Okay, just overall. I mean, in what capacity they both got? Listen, they both got things they do better than each other. You feel what I'm saying?
No
they
doubt.
both got things they do better than each other.
Preferably.
But personally,
If
Nas.
it's 2 CDs on your dresser, and we not even, I used to know how old I am now,
Of
right?
brand new, and I ain't never heard
2
neither one of them.
CDs.
And brand new, I ain't never heard it.
Yo, you about to go ride back to Queens from Brooklyn?
I'm gonna take the Nas joint and listen to that first.
No doubt.
Yeah.
All Eyes on Me double CD or Life After Death double CD?
All Eyes on Me, double. Life After Death, double. Dope. That's dope. Life and death situation. I'ma pick the That's real. I'm gonna go with the big joint. The big joint because each time you listen to the big joint, you're gonna hear something that you ain't hear. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna put something together that you didn't put together before. It was fun listening to it, how it went, but then you didn't put it together. But then when you listen to it at a certain time, you're gonna go, oh shit, he said that? You be like, I didn't know he said that. You know what I'm saying?
Low key, that's what Nas be doing to me. Like the older I get, and like the more I learn different, you know what I mean? I be like,
You
wow.
be like, oh, okay, he said that. I didn't know he said that. Right.
Word. Like,
yeah. Pac was definitely fun. He was fun. And you understood every emotion because that's what he brought. You understood every emotion, and the words you understood clearly because, he
and
didn't
you
use
met
big
both
words.
of these brothers in real life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's real shit.
Yes,
It's
sir.
a legend in the building, like I said. Yo, PlayStation or Xbox?
I never really fuck with the Xbox, but I fuck with the PlayStation. Yeah.
Knicks or Nets?
Knicks or Nets? I'm gonna fuck with the Nets. Because the way the Knicks be getting handled, like the whole office and everybody up there, they make you stop loving the thing they supposed to be doing, and they not doing it. So it just makes you stop. That they, what they doing and how they performing, it just makes you be like, man, it's been too long for y'all not to even try to not pick up nobody hurt that's already been hurt for years. And it, like, come on, just try to pick a number one, number two, number three, something. I'm gonna fuck with Brooklyn because
I ain't mad at you, yo.
yeah, they give you better expectations and better, things to look forward to,
Word, yo. We almost had it.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later. Yankees or Mets?
Oh, Yankees, Mets. To represent New York, you gotta say the Yankees.
High top beef and broccolis or low top beef and broccolis?
I used to I like the low top joints. The high top joints look funny when they got a little like when you had them for a little while, they start to look a little funny. You know what I mean? So I fuck with the low top joints.
Air Force One highs or Air Force One lows?
Lows, definitely.
Albee Square Mall or the Coliseum?
Albee Square Mall or the Coliseum. Okay, I've been to the Albee Square Mall like these 5 times in my life before they tore it down.
For real.
I'm gonna roll with the Coliseum.
No doubt.
Because you could do more in the
You
Coliseum.
remember where you went when you went to Albee Square?
Yeah.
Did you go to
We used to go down. I think it was downstairs or up the escalator or one of the two. Either upstairs or downstairs. And we used to go to the jury and check out the jury.
Yeah, Yuri's. Yeah, man. Yo,
And
this sign
they had
up.
a few
Official
spots.
New York. This is official New York City OG.
Nah, that's a fact.
Brooklyn,
No,
though?
yeah, I'm gonna pick the Coliseum because you could
No doubt.
do
The
more in the
Coliseum.
Coliseum. You go downstairs.
I ain't
go
mad at
upstairs
you.
and shit like that.
Black denim or blue denim?
Go with the blue.
Kobe or LeBron?
Miss Kobe, man. I ain't gonna front, man. Miss Kobe. Just his whole ideology of thought. You know what I mean? We don't got that no more. Like nobody
Definitely.
kicking that.
This nigga LeBron
kicking that.
James is not in the playoffs. He's dancing. He's on Instagram dancing.
I mean,
Yo, bro, you not hurt? Yo, Kobe. Yo, if he didn't make the playoffs, Kobe would be home crying. Kobe would be
Yeah.
in some gym somewhere.
but you
shooting.
gotta think about it though. Braun been there 10 years straight, bro. That's a
Yo.
long fucking bro.
He got mad people
That's
who
a
believe in him,
long
son.
time. A motherfucker that was 6 years old, right? 6 years old.
Yeah, that's dumb.
10 years later, he's 16 years old. LeBron is still doing that's
doubt.
big, man. That's not you know what I mean? That's
No
not
doubt.
nothing crazy. And I'm talking about going to the finals 10 years in a row. That's big, man.
Yo,
That's very big.
we come from it, man. We seen Mike. We seen Kobe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That will to win. Like, these is things that we carry from just basketball culture to real life. Like, you know what I mean? Kobe, he's super inspirational to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even to why I started doing this and why I'm here, like why I make this room work and not
doubt.
just be like, yo, and flip, right? And bounce, like, right? Because it's like, yo, now we going to get the job done. You know what I'm saying? We came here to do something. We got to get the job done. This is why I highlight my notes, trying to get better and just try to get better every episode and things like that. You know what I mean?
sure.
Try to read more, learn more words, get right, because there's no
Mamba
preparation.
mentality.
You heard?
Mamba mentality.
We got to sharpen our own sword. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Mamba mentality.
And that's what I'm saying. Niggas don't like James Harden. He fucking up right now and all that. But like, yo, I've seen him win games and go work out after the game, son. And I'm like, nah, he different, son. That's what Kobe used to do, son. That's why niggas didn't like him. Cause when they want to go to the club after the game, he like, nah, I'm going to work out. I'm gonna go shoot more shots, right? And that be the whole thing. Sometimes after work, you don't want to chill with these dudes. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
They want to run out. You want to do more work. I'll do another shift. Who want to stay for another shift? Everybody running out the door at 3:59, right?
The difference shows the difference between people that don't do it and do that shows. You know what I mean? You got Mayweather. He was that type of mentality.
Mayweather,
He
fact.
he'd party, drink water all night, and right after the party, he's going to get in the gym or he's going to run. He's going to improve his stamina.
And his stamina is so much better than y'all other niggas. And it's so
He could
clear.
do 20 rounds
Easily.
easy.
His
20
training
rounds.
and just
They
watching
used to
him.
do that back in the days. They used to do 20 rounds back in the days. He could do that right now. He could do that. That's how his stamina is up to par. That's why nobody can beat him.
Fact, though.
And that's why
Yo.
Kobe was like that too, And LeBron too. He's the same way.
Yeah, LeBron.
Mamba mentality. man.
LeBron is elite. When you got people depending on you, though, it's a different type of responsibility, man. You know it. You know what I mean? We both had to execute shit before we got here today. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Because it's
That's a
people
fact.
depending on you and shit like that. Like, you know what I mean?
It's a choice, man. It's a choice, and you gotta have heart to go that route. You know what I mean? So
No doubt. Yo, question. So you've been signed, you've been in the industry, you've dropped albums, things like that. But I'm from the hood, bro, and you know, we always want to know when a dude from the hood get on and you see your first big check, son. I'm sure you did some shopping. You got any memorable sneaker stories?
Sneaker stories.
As far as just shopping? Like, how many pairs y'all leaving the spot with? Or do Nike hit y'all and give y'all like
They used to
stuff
they
like
used
that?
To. They used to send boxes with it, get the size from everybody and send boxes of clothes and
Right.
generic kicks. They
When
never send
y'all
a
on y'all
super
run,
splashy.
son, when I'm seeing everybody with crispy AVs and all that stuff, like, they sending that to y'all?
Yeah, Averex. I think we was dealing with Averex since in the 80s.
Say word.
Yeah, we was
Averex is a New York City brand,
it's definitely
right?
a New York City brand, and they was a small brand at first, and then you could back in the days you could only get an Averex through a catalog in a magazine. They used to have these catalogs and magazines, and my boy Rich Pops used to get them for people. They should be Averex flight, aerodynamic jackets. They had all the pins and from the Air Force and all that stuff on it. So then fast forward when we got in with the rap, we was like, yo, we should rock the AVs. Ain't nobody rocking those. You know what I mean? And
Right.
we went to the company and we got some joints, got our names put on them. They hooked us up, and we went on tour with those on. And nobody was like, it was like,
That's
what
crazy.
kind of like nobody knew what they was. We put mad motherfuckers
Customize
on.
that joint.
We put more mad motherfuckers on. Put the game on. If you ask that company, they'll tell you the first people to rock was Queensbridge,
Yo,
them
yeah.
Averexes.
Yeah, I just seen some shit with y'all. What's that, in the tunnel or something like that? Where y'all had the Jeff Hamilton
Yeah.
levers. That was the tunnel?
That was Webster Hall. Webster Hall.
Oh, shit,
Yeah,
word.
that was Webster Hall.
Webster Hall was lit back then.
Yeah, Webster Hall. That
Crazy,
show.
son.
Them Jeff Hamilton joints. We those was I think we bought those I think an hour before the show.
Say word.
Yeah, about an hour before the show. We found those.
Yo, y'all niggas look like y'all was having a lot of fun back then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a lot, man.
Yeah, it was. It really was. We really was just having it was just genuine fun.
Yeah. That
Whenever
Oochie
we
Wally
out like
video
that, it's
looked
just
like
genuine
it was
fun.
too.
Genuine fun, man. Genuine fun. Just genuine fun.
No doubt. I said, yeah, everybody talking about Horse is the security and shit. Well, yo, was Horse really a security guard?
Oh,
Or is
nah,
that
Horse was
just
never a
jokes?
security. He was just so big.
I know one
He was
thing.
just so bigger than all of us. He looked the part.
I say, yeah, niggas talk about Horse security. Everybody know Jungle and shit like that. His name ring bells. I said, nope. That nigga right there with the braids look dangerous. This nigga, Wiz. I said, son, you see that in Brooklyn? Them Rockefeller niggas better get low, son. Word, bro. Yo, what's your favorite sneaker all time?
All time favorite sneaker. Favorite sneaker. All time. It might just be the Air Force One, white on white.
White on white.
Yeah. Simple, to the point. They look good. They make you look good. That's just
No doubt.
it's just the go-to. When all else fails, you get those. You good.
Yo, how you feel about Yeezys?
I never had a pair of Yeezys. I mean, I seen some that was cool. I seen some that I really didn't feel. You know, but everybody got different tastes, so you know.
Should rappers wear other rappers' sneakers?
I don't see why not. We wear everybody else shit. You know what I'm saying? We wear anybody else shit. Why not?
Should ball players wear other ball players' sneakers?
Yeah, yeah,
It's all love.
yeah. It's all love. I mean, we
Yeah.
wear everybody else brand. Why
No
not?
doubt.
Why not? I could rock your brand, and you could rock my brand. We wear.
No doubt. Yeah.
If
man,
I could rock Ralph Lauren, I could rock your brand.
True
Especially if
indeed.
it look good, and you know what I mean. If it look good, that's all the better to rock it. Why not?
True indeed. Yo, it's playoffs time. Playoffs is jumping. Games on tonight. You know what I'm saying? What you think about this boy named Ja Morant?
Ja's dangerous boy. He's dangerous, but I think he's not. He's didn't even grow into his full potential yet. He's still scratching around.
Is he 21 yet? He's like 22.
He still ain't. You know he. All right, you see what he do? He do it in spurts, right? He do it in spurts. If he was to do that every, you know what I mean? If he was just to be like,
Right.
it would
Well,
be.
shit, he had 47 the last game. We about to go see what he dropping
It
tonight.
would be a different animal.
Son's the next John Morant.
He's finna.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
My
your
son
play
play ball. Yeah. He's 16. He's 6'1", and he just got in high school, so he's on the workout.
Oh, that's what's up,
Yeah,
yo.
he's on the
for sure.
workout, and he
That's
you know,
dope, man.
we gonna see.
Yo, man, I love to see you up there. As you heard, like T. Morant.
Yeah, we gonna see.
Yo,
You got to keep the love for it, though. You know,
Queensbridge in the building, man.
Yes,
Ron
sir.
Artest is from Queensbridge too, right?
from the dime, yes
You
sir.
knew him as he was coming up.
Yeah.
You ever seen him play ball? Like,
We
coming up?
I knew Ron. Okay, so let me explain. My uncle Joe, used to date his aunt, Wendy. She was in the army, and she was white. She was white.
Say word.
Yeah, that was Ron's aunt, and she used to bring Ron when Ron was maybe about 4 or 5 years old. She used to bring Ron to the house because, you know, she was dating my uncle, so she used to bring her nieces and nephew. Used to bring Ron and his sister. Used to bring them over to the house. And Ron, at 4 years old, 5 years old, 4 or 5 years old, he was just as big as us. We was like maybe 7, 8 years old, but he was just as big as us. And we was looking at him like an anomaly. Like, yo, how is he so big? But he's kind of in the baby, like he's baby, 3, 4. He's like still a baby, but he was just so big and just big. And you know, we used to always wrestle, and we used to just be wrestling with him, and it used to be crazy.
I was about to ask you, was he always an aggressive player? Like,
Back then, when he was a baby like that, he wasn't aggressive, but he was getting a lesson in being aggressive because we used to always get at him and be wrestling with him. And I remember seeing him maybe 7, 8 years later, and he was like about 12, maybe around 11, 12, and he was taller than all the kids his age, and he was dunking and everything. He was
dunking from them
he was
ages.
like 11 years old. I seen him. He was dunking. His hands big, arms long, feet was mad big. He was bigger than all the other kids, going coast to coast, dunking it. And all the kids was like, they was little. They was 9 years old, 10 years old, little guys.
Shout out to the
Little
God,
skinny,
Ron Artest.
Yeah,
Take
Ron's a
no
beast.
nonsense, man.
He was a beast.
Yo, you made Queens look real good, know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Ron was a beast.
Always representing for the city, man. We got this kid from Brooklyn right now. He just got bumped, man. The boy from the Pelicans. What's his name? Jose Alvarado. Yeah, man. Yo, they be like, Jose. He be locking everybody down, defense and all that, man. Shout out to him, man. Yeah, he from Brooklyn, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, he's tough.
Young boy from Brooklyn, man.
He was tough. He was definitely tough. You could tell he had that. He got that in the gym game. Those dudes that you see in the gym that just be going hard.
Yeah, you can see.
Yeah.
That hard work.
Yeah, he go hard.
Switching gears real quick, though, yo. Rap took you around the world, man. What was one of the most memorable trips you taken?
The most memorable being in a Mercedes-Benz plant in Germany with the Fugees. And I just remember seeing, like, I don't know, the plant is so big. The shit was I think they had 80,000 people in there, something like that. It was just it was just a sea of motherfuckers. Like, that was ill. I remember that. I know something about the lighting in Germany that day, maybe just that night, or just everywhere we go, the different lighting just made it seem gothic. And I just stood out. It just the whole
Word.
maybe that night stood out. We all ate around table after the show, and we all got drunk and took shots. Everybody was drunk. Everybody was like super duper drunk.
Wow.
And I think we walking out, and I think they had, they be having like bodyguards, like suited up bodyguards standing in front of certain places and certain things. And at this restaurant particularly, we was walking out. It was a big restaurant, so they had this bodyguard sitting there, and we was drunk. So we walking out. So Nas look up. He see this big giant soldier. He's sitting there. So Nas, he was kind of drunk. He gave him a body shot. So the soldier, he didn't move from the body shot. He took it, and I was like, "Yo, wow, man, let's go, man. You are bugging, like you tripping."
Yo,
But that whole night stood out from mad other nights.
Yeah, that's wild.
On the road, yeah.
Yo, man, this is something I always thought about, man. And I ain't never asked nobody. You heard? I know you been like spoke about this shit with my homeboys and nothing. You know what I mean? But like I said, you've been around, and I respect your opinion because you definitely knew these brothers and shit like that. So I asked you. So, Big dropped Who Shot You, Who Shot Ya. I'm so like, my mom be listening and it was, yo, speak properly. It's not Who Shot You, ma. It's Who Shot Ya. Big drop Who Shot Ya 2 months after Pac got shot, right? So I'm pretty sure he thought about it before releasing it. Like, yo, this
Somebody
might
leaked
provoke.
that, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I think it did leak, right?
It leaked.
It leaked.
Yeah, it leaked.
I know.
Somebody thought that it was a good idea to put that out and
Right.
exacerbate the whole
They
shit.
said that he recorded it beforehand and shit like that.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know this song provoked the situation.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you was in Big shoes, right? You got this fire record, but if you drop it, it's gonna be some friction to come along with it, right? But you got more fire, but you this record is that shit, you know what I'm saying? That the city, the town might need at the moment. Would you drop the shit still?
Well, like we just said, it leaked. So that means his decision wasn't to drop it, because if they want to drop it, they would went full campaign, full.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it leaked. So that made it. After a while, when it leaked, 2 weeks later, it's just gonna seem like y'all threw it out. You know what I'm saying? The leak talk stops, and it just seems like y'all threw it out. A year later, it seemed like y'all threw it out. So, no, he had no choice but to hold it. You know what I'm saying? It already leaked. He had no choice. But I know that wasn't his decision, because they would have went full campaign with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they didn't do that.
Right,
So
right.
I wouldn't have threw it out, but it leaked. You can't do nothing else about it, but just say, yo, this shit was made way before he got shot. And
No
that's
doubt.
it, But perception is everything. Motherfuckers is gonna believe what their perception of it allows them, or
No doubt.
make them believe and shit.
It's just like with P Book and shit, like people be upset with. Sometimes when you gotta tell your story, right? And things gotta get mentioned in it for the true factors, you know what I mean?
I mean, the truth, it should come out, because why not? That's what we existing for, the truth, right? So, it gotta come out. And
I want to write a book about my life, man. And I'm not changing none of y'all niggas' names, you heard? Tone gonna be Tone. Jake
And
gonna
that's
be
how it should
Jake.
be. That's how it should be, the truth.
And y'all gonna be mad when I write the truth. Like
truth
this day,
don't
this nigga
need-
Tone got on my nerves, son.
I mean,
And then you
that's
be
your
yo,
truth, though.
why you wrote that in the book?
But that's
it's
your truth. That's your
that's
truth.
what I'm
That's how
saying.
you felt about that.
Even
day.
though Tone don't get on my Tone,
That
my
nigga-
nigga. This nigga Tone like, what I do? Nah. Yo, my nigga, Tone, step into the spot real quick. Yo, everybody make some noise for my nigga Tone, yo. Got us a brick. Give Tone the seat right there. D. Swap out. Give Tone the spot.
Let me get a little shot of that deuce.
Yeah, bro.
I just
Pour up.
want.
Yeah, where your cup, bro? You left your cup.
I'm not a drinker, man, but
Yeah, a little like, we just celebrating Tone's birthday. You know what I mean? My boy Tone just celebrated his birthday. You could pass him them headphones right next to you right there.
I don't want to block. Come around.
Yeah. You good. Come, you ain't no block. You
you
on
got,
the
big
camera.
yeah, here you go.
Just throw those on. Yo, Tone, what the deal, bro?
What up, brother?
Let the world know how you in there. Yo, don't use my magazine as a coaster. That's 19 years old. You wildin' on that classic custom.
It was on the date that was wrong.
Yo, happy belated, bro.
Yo, I
He's some
appreciate
dog
you, man.
celebrating his
Yes,
birthday
yes.
and shit.
Yo, let me say this. I want to commend you, bro. Because you know what I'm saying? I met you a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying?
No
I
doubt.
met at Burt Cousin Crib. You know what I mean?
Facts,
Remember
facts.
Flatbush,
Marla,
right?
yo, shout out to Marla.
Yeah, well, yo, we met there. I was about to say the
She too,
Parkway, but
man.
it wasn't the Parkway. It's Labor Day. When I met him, we both had the white and red Puma joints. Remember?
Oh,
Yeah,
facts.
we both had the white and red Puma, and you Birdman, been around my
Facts.
life. So I'm like, yo, all right,
Facts.
we was building, right? And then
No
you gave
doubt.
me your gram, right?
No doubt.
When you gave me your gram, we exchanged them. And I seen the way you put your stories together. I said, yo, this nigga's a genius. What I text you, I DM'd you. I said, yo,
No
son,
doubt.
this nigga need to work for Complex News.
No
Word
doubt.
up, man. So I commend you, man, for being proactive. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember we talked. I said, yo, you need to do something, man. You said, yo, I'm trying to start this podcast. Da, da, da. So I
doubt.
commend you, man, for just planting the seed and letting it flourish. You know what I'm
No
saying?
doubt. I appreciate it, man. Word, yo. And I appreciate you for holding down, being a man of your word. You know what I'm saying? All the way through, man. All the time. You know what I'm saying?
Connecting dots, man. For real.
Yo, Tone, man. Kevin Samuels passed away last night, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we were just talking about that. That's crazy.
Yo, son, I see females celebrating the
Yo.
death of Kevin Samuels. What does that say about a person? How you feel about a person who celebrates somebody after they die?
I've seen people who's been. I've seen
Get
Paul.
closer to the mic.
I've seen people who's been the worst of enemies, and I hear them say, "Yo, you don't wish death or jail on nobody." You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know what I mean? That's like living in hell. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Well, death ain't living, but you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know what I mean? But it's like that's kind of crazy though to me, like to celebrate.
Yeah,
You know what I
watch
mean?
your cut.
For speaking, like you said earlier, his truth. He's
Yeah.
speaking his truth, and I kind of like that. I like people who's kind of like unapologetic, who like kind of just be blunt. Long as it's with direction and sense. You know what I mean? Morally, right? You know
Yo, G-Wiz, like, what does that say about somebody who celebrates somebody's death? Or is like out here being glad somebody passed away?
I tell you, for you, first of all, if you Kevin Samuels, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels.
For sure.
That's one, right? And a lot of females think that he was bashing women,
Right.
and he really wasn't bashing women. He really wasn't. He was just explaining how over time females fell into this mental state of this mental state of not having to have accountability for a lot of shit that they do and a lot of shit that they say and a lot how they carry themselves, a lot how how they don't
that once that's
they don't
something that
manage
shocked
their
me.
emotions and feelings on
Yeah.
how they use emotions and feelings as weapons.
Right.
You know, they just anything with that can be manipulated for bad, they take the chance and they'll take that chance and you know what I mean? Yeah, and do it. So he was just pointing out like, yo, it's time for that shit to stop. Like y'all gotta hold yourself accountability because y'all say, oh, all these niggas ain't shit. And like, who's raising them? The women. So y'all gotta be looking at yourself. Y'all gotta hold yourself accountable. That's all he was trying to say.
These women, you know something that really rubbed me the wrong way. Because last night I was just waiting. I needed TMZ to post it to know it was real. Because I'm not seeing it. You know, I'm trying to figure it out. I seen Revolt. That was like the most official news outlet I seen. So I'm still waiting to catch it. Mm-hmm. These women, they feel offended by things he say and things like that. One thing that's always surprised me is how many women feel the way, like, you know, the things that they was getting up on there and saying. Like, these are real people, right? Yo, when he checks somebody, like, if he's saying, you broke and you want a rich man or whatever you find offensive. Yo, if a nigga walk in this room right now and be like, yo, niggas is pussy, I'm not gonna feel no way. Maybe if you come in here, you might get watched. But I mean, if you walk into a general room, right, and if a nigga come into the restaurant or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna feel no way. Because you're not speaking to me.
Right.
That message is not for me.
Right.
The only people who feel offended by his message are the people that he was talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, if the shoe fits, you know what I'm saying?
If you feel offended by what he was saying, that means you was a part of the very thing he was talking about, and you don't want to admit it to yourself. Facts. So you want to get angry at him. That's not his problem. You know what I'm saying? That's not his fault. It's not his fault at all.
You know, truth is truth.
Truth
you know what I mean?
is truth. And
it might not be your truth, but it's these females that's calling him and saying these things.
And it's a lot to do with comprehension. You know what I mean? Comprehension is a key to a lot of problems.
Right.
A lot of problems that go down. People get killed because they not understanding. The motherfucker died, not understanding why he died, or not understanding, you know what I mean, why he killed, or why motherfucker. Like, understanding is a big part of living. You know what I'm saying?
It's true,
like
but
you
have to speak to people who have experience, though.
Yeah, right.
Like, it's not a lot of female OGs giving game. I don't even see double dutch no more. Like, I don't see certain things get passed down from the older to the younger, right? And like, a lot of this new shit, I had 3 sons, and they got to deal with this shit that's coming up. The new shit is like, I don't want no nigga with no job, and that shit is whack. I want to be able to move and all that. Like, a job, dude is corny and shit like that, right? But y'all OGs who have been down this road and you thought the same way, why don't you go tell them how that story ends?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You want a lit nigga that's in the street, tell them how that story ends.
But let me tell you, a lot has to do with when you some shit. When you want to learn some shit, you gonna learn some shit.
No doubt.
When you don't want to learn some shit that you don't really give a fuck about, guess what? You're not gonna pay attention. You're gonna give a fuck. You're gonna get that shit out of here. I don't care. You can't tell me da 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 da.
That's a fact.
You know, a lot of the kids is on that. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
And that's just dumb. Who don't want to learn?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Now, I just saw some shit. This one young boy's like, yo, I be trying to tell my friends shit. They don't listen. But when Futures say it, they listen, right? But this is the thing, right? This is thing with life. Even me, right? Like, you see them young boys outside, right? You coming through, you an old nigga. Yo, what's up? Y'all niggas good? Everything good? You good? All right, peace. You doing that shit every day. What the fuck is that doing for them young boys? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Son, go to the store, get 4 Gatorades and be like, yo, here. This is y'all. You understand? You got a little bud in your pocket, drop a Denver nugget on them and say, yo, here. Y'all, this for y'all.
Real.
And keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Mello, like I know, I work with group homes and kids in the community.
Right,
you know what I mean?
facts.
I'm starting this chess club, say it with your chest, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. Speak a
You
little
know,
bit
plug
about
it
that,
in.
man.
Plug it in.
No doubt. Because,
Yeah,
that's
for
real.
real,
Because
yeah.
when you told me you do that, I was very surprised. Because you don't, you know what I'm saying? You
No,
could
you know
be
what's
doing
good?
anything with your time. Nobody would look at you and be like,
chess
yo,
is
you
like
out
the
here
game
schooling
that I
the
kinda
youth.
Fell in love with, you know what I mean? I used to play a lot in 40Ps, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mike. For a whole summer, they was washing me up. All the old heads in the P's, they was washing me up. Just, you know what I mean?
No
They used
doubt.
to call me the runt. They be like, the runt coming around. You know? And I used to every day take an L. But I came back the next summer and went crazy. But it's just a game that I fell in love with because I felt
That's
it was like
crazy.
cohesive.
Now you teaching us.
Right. It's like
Word.
it's like cohesive with life. You know, chess is really war, but at the same time it's life. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
The choices you make, every move you make has an effect, cause and effect. You know what I mean? So I feel like a lot of kids need that. They're just not even children, just people in general. But structure and, guidance, but the kids need that. You know what I mean? So
Facts.
it's a game I fell in love with, and then I noticed, I had a connection with certain kids with that. You know what I mean?
What's the name of the joint? The
Oh,
group
yeah,
you started?
say it with your chest.
Say it with your
Say
chest.
it with your
That's hard.
chest. You know what I'm saying? You heard it first. The merch is coming soon. We're going to have events, chess nights.
Yo.
That's with a K. You know what I mean?
Word.
Chess nights. We're going to have chess nights. Everything was on.
No
Need you to
doubt.
pull up. 'Cause I used to see you in Queensbridge at the card table. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Doing your duties, yeah. So we're going to, it's definitely going to be something beautiful. You know what I mean? We starting with the
Yo,
youth. But
that's what's
I
up.
say that to say this, though, but the youth, a lot of them, man, I seen this kid the other day. I was on God Broom 109, and he, this kid put cranberry in this kid's Sprite drink. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, yo, that's that wok. And I was walking by, I just happened here. I said, yo, what? I said, you think this shit is cool, bro? Like, this that wok? Like, nigga, you ain't from Houston? Like, nigga,
Right,
you from God
exactly.
Broom 109. What you talking about?
Exactly.
This is wok, like, and all that, yo. But it
Yeah,
fucked
bro.
my head up when I saw that. I stopped him, like, yo, son, you think, I put in my story, I don't know if you saw. I was like, yo, son, come over here. He trying to run for the camera. I said, yo. But that scared me, though, because I was like, damn, they think this is cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Son,
So
I
it's
seen
like-
these little niggas in my hood. They gonna get mad at me for telling them, but it's the truth. Like I said, my truth.
I don't know them saying.
Y'all buying baby bottles, like the
Yo.
drinking bottles. And I'm like, yo. So like by the third time I seen this shit, I'm like, yo, son, what is that for? Like, what y'all doing with that? They syrup, son. I said, wow.
Weird, man.
But they think that shit is lit because it's mad expensive and shit. Like, I'm like, wow.
Yeah,
Like
certain
that
things
shit.
You can't put a price tag on, man.
That shit gonna end your career. This shit is about the long run. It's about making it to later. You know what I mean? So you could be here later on.
But we gotta make that cool.
No
So,
doubt.
You know what I mean?
No
If we
doubt.
make that cool, then we'll see a lot of change. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the thing. The older guards, like your era, y'all right above me. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes like y'all. And you making it look good, son. I'm not scared to become an OG no more. You know what I mean? You see my bed I'm getting some grays in it, all that. Like it's coming. Word. So it's like I'm not scared to move into that space no more because I see the guards before me and it's like, nah, like, you know what I mean?
Ain't nothing
They
wrong
still
with
in tune.
Yeah.
It's not like back in the day where, you know what I mean?
At a
Our
certain
pops
age,
was
right.
on some George Jefferson
At
shit.
a certain age, you just tune out certain shit.
Yeah, like it was totally like, son, my pops was not listening to no big nothing. My son come to me like, yo, listen to this, this drill shit. And all. How you feel about the new wave of music, just with the New York City drill and all that?
It's just another spectrum. You know what
No
I'm saying?
doubt.
Hip hop is a spectrum of rays. You know what I'm saying? You got different shades and different kinds. You know. what
Yo,
I'm saying?
who's somebody out of Queensbridge on the come up, man, that y'all want to shout out while we up here, man?
Oh man, it's plenty on the come up, man. It's
No
plenty
doubt.
on the come up, man. The whole hood as a whole, man. I like.
Yo,
I like all everybody's.
2-3 niggas in there.
Yeah, I mean,
then it's gonna say so
It's
how we looking?
It's 180 artists
Wow.
from Queensbridge. You know what I mean? In
I was
one
just
area.
telling my man, how big is Queensbridge?
Queensbridge is the largest housing development
USA, yeah.
in the country.
No doubt.
So
96 buildings.
right, 96 buildings, and it's 6
And it's
blocks.
broken down into sections.
And it's broken down to 6
Six
blocks, right? 6 sections and shit.
So where Nori is from is different than y'all from.
left.
Y'all say
Nori's
41st
from
side.
the north side of Queens. We from the west side of Queens.
So they
Nori's
got
the
north, west, east,
Yeah,
and
this
all
is
that.
north, east, everywhere.
Wow.
So, you got the north side of Queens, south side of Queens, which was 50 and and the
That's
north
Jamaica,
side
yeah.
is the Flushing areas. The Flushing, the
They
Flush
call the
Road,
West
Flush.
Side now. There was a couple niggas was jacking West Side with the Queens.
Yo, man.
Queensbridge
We
is
from-
the west
Side,
side
yeah.
of Queens.
It's a
Raven,
rich
Florida,
soil,
yeah.
man. Very rich soil, man.
Yeah.
That shit gonna be like Rome or Greece. In a
So it'd be
couple
hard to
years, you know
shout
what I'm
out
saying?
one or two. I'm jacking all of them, man.
No
Everybody
doubt.
got specific things they do
Just
real
speaking
good.
Yo.
on the drill sound, you know what I mean? You know I'm in the music production.
No doubt.
I like the drill sound, you know what I mean? I
No
like
doubt.
it. Like me, I'm just in the music period, you know what I mean?
No
But
doubt.
Even though me prefer
Tone make beats and all that. Let the people know, man,
yeah,
where they
I'm
can
working
find
on
you, man.
Yeah, we got some shit brewing, me and Wiz, you know what I'm saying? And
Oh, yeah,
my
yeah.
man, I'm working with my man TGI Fly, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
You can find me on Instagram at Tones_Throne. You know what I mean? But definitely I like the drill sound, you know what I mean? I like,
doubt.
you know, just music sonically. I like it.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? But I didn't really like the culture behind it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like they rapping and you rapping, you really rapping about this whole person. You know what I mean? And
Right.
he feel away when you say you spinning his block and you doing this and
Yo.
that to him. So the culture around it, I wasn't really feeling because you know these
No
dudes
doubt.
is
We
dropping
gotta
off
make
of
it
that.
to later, man.
what I'm
We
saying?
gotta make it to later,
But,
man. That's what I tell them.
For the sound, I embrace it. You know what I mean? I learned something like even me as I'm getting older. You know what I mean? My born day 2 days ago. I'm 38 special. You know what I'm saying? But yo, it's like I feel like I learned something. Somebody told me this before. They said, yo, instead of going against the youth, you need to embrace them and find ties with them because a lot of them.
doubt.
And I think like our era is the era of where like kind of no funny like niggas start disrespecting the older dudes. Kind of like it was kind of like, yeah, who's this old head? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't feel like it was like before. I feel like y'all used to embrace them more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yo, remember when we was younger, we would respect somebody just because they was older than you.
Right.
You didn't even have to know
And
him.
it's only amongst it's
It's
sad.
just because this guy's older, you gonna chill with the cursing, whatever. You know what I
Yo,
mean?
you know what's sad? It's only it's with us. You know what I'm saying? Like put it this way, boom, like a rock and roll star. You know what I'm saying? Say Rolling Stones, Big Jack, he
No
throw
doubt.
a tour or whatever. His core fans are supporting.
No
You know what I'm
doubt.
saying? They like, yo, it's lit. You know
There's
what I'm saying?
no age limit on
Yeah,
rock
but when
and
you
roll.
do that with rap and you do it, they like, this nigga trying to come back. You know what I'm saying? Like
no
that
doubt.
shit's
We
corny.
put
you know what I'm
age
saying?
caps on ourselves. That's what I'm saying. It's ageism, and they fight with that. Now that I'm becoming older, I'm gonna join that fight. You heard?
No, but I feel like now it's kind of like everyone's able to, the way social media is
Yeah,
now.
'cause why a
You don't need
rapper-
a machine as much. You kind of
Facts.
can make your own lane and do what
I
you
think,
do.
that's
You know
another
what
thing
I'm
them
saying?
Griselda niggas is showing. Like, you can be
Yeah.
36, 38, and still be, your sword still be swinging sharp.
And stick to your guns, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I got a lot of friends who tell me, they be like, yo, why you don't make no drill shit? I got stuff that got that cadence, but it's like, I stick to my guns, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to
No
come
doubt.
to,
You know where we
you're
from.
not going to come to No ID and be like, yo, make me this drill shit, I need it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
right,
it's like,
Right.
to each his
Right.
own. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, man, G-Wiz, man. Shout out your peoples before we skate, man.
Yeah. First, that's cool. I'm gonna shout out Hip Hop Movie, my nigga Kwame, my partner. I'm gonna shout out Queensbridge and all the talent out there we represent. We gonna do some good things.
No doubt.
2022 summer.
Where they finding that King Talk, man.
Yeah, they got. I threw the King Talk on the YouTube page.
Yeah, check that out.
We're gonna do
for
the
sure.
visuals for it soon. Yeah, check that out.
For sure, man.
We got some projects coming up. I got the Wiz project coming up.
No doubt.
You can find me at G-Wiz QB on Instagram.
Yeah, follow him.
Yeah, Queensbridge Projects on Instagram.
Oh, yeah. You got a website. Yeah. That's
And,
right.
we
You
got the
making your
merch.
hats and merch and all that, right?
Yeah, we got the Queensbridge Projects merch.
Yo, son, I need one of those,
That's
bro.
what's up. I got you, bro.
You wildin'.
Yeah,
Damn,
yeah.
I should have had one of those.
Nah, it's all good, man. We got some production coming. We just gearing up to do a lot of footage, a lot of content. So
That's what's up,
we
man.
just gearing up, man.
Yo, Tone, man, they've been hearing your name for mad weeks, man. I'm glad you finally.
Yeah.
It took G-Wiz to come through to bring Tone up here.
All right.
You know how
finally
funny
here, man.
You know,
Episode
every day I hit your
17.
Stories on Instagram with the little emoji.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yo.
We talk through the
Go through his
internet,
stories, the
but
way
this
he
is my
put it
guy.
together. You're an orchestrator.
Yeah, people be wanting my podcast to be like my Instagram, right? But this is the thing: 3 degrees of separation. Just like you sitting with him, like. My niggas know everybody. Like, so it don't take nothing for niggas to be like, yo, look at this nigga talking about you. I haven't gauged who's fucking with me and who's not yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm still trying to get Fab, Little Kim up here. Them is my 2 goals. You know what I mean?
Okay, so we're gonna make it happen. We manifesting it.
Yeah, bro. I want to get them up here, but you know, it is what it is, bro. Due time, I'll start, you know, burning fire where the fire need to get burned. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no question.
But until then, man, I'm thankful to be here, man. You know, we growing, man. We trying to just grow this thing and, you know what I mean, get our foot in the door. Yo, man, appreciate y'all coming through. I meet many people. Everybody is not memorable. This is the Kick Game Podcast episode 16, D? D in the building, 16, man.
Yeah.
Yo, man, we here. We appreciate y'all for listening, tuning in, subscribing, all that. You know what to do. Smello Kick Game. We off this. On to the next move. You heard?
Yeah. Shout out to my nigga Starlin, GMB, Brooklyn Mike.
No doubt. Our nigga Wiz in the building. You see what we doing over here. We off this. One love.